like to start this broadcast by saying goodbye. It's been fun. It's been real. It's been entertaining, if that. Welcome to episode 75 of the Simple Easy Podcast. That's right. I'm bringing back the Simple Easy Podcast. Why? I don't know. I'm clueless as to why I should do this. In a world filled with content where everyone is going out there and preaching to you about what they think you should do with your life. What's one more podcast? Except for this podcast, this is going to tell you what to do with your life. It's going to tell you what I'm doing with mine. Hey, if you want to do something with your life, by all means, go out and do it. Don't count on me to tell you what to do with your life. It's your life. Time you lived it your way. And I do realize some people are going to look at this and go, why the hell should I listen to it? And that's basically been the story of my career. Why the hell should anybody listen to Tim Gillette? They shouldn't. They really shouldn't. What experiences do I have? Over the past 2 years, all right, it has become very, very frustrating to me about how the industry has worked. The speaking industry, the coaching industry, the mastermind industry, the events industry, all those things, all right? And the pandemic just kind of made me go, what the hell am I doing? So I decided to create this broadcast, bring it back to episode 75, because we did 74 other episodes of the Simple Easy Podcast, and we thought we'd bring this back one more time, and we'd run this through about 25 episodes to see how it sticks. And I'm going to be doing this probably for a daily thing just because this is what I love to do. I'm bringing back and doing the things that I love to do, and I am retiring from the things that I hate to do. Not that I hate to do them. They're fun. Not that I'm not good at it, because a lot of people keep saying, Tim, don't quit. You're good at it. I ain't good at it. Because if I was good at it, the return on investment would be there. And I'm not talking about a return on investment like, Tim, you're not making enough money from it or what? No, it's not that. When you do something for a long period of time and you keep doing it, all right, and it does not reward you in several different ways in your life, it becomes draining on your life. For instance, you can have something that makes tons of freaking money, but it wears you out emotionally, physically, all right, mentally, all right, and leaves you drained to the point that you no longer want to do it. That is not a good return on your investment. You can have something that you can put all the things in the world into and you can love to do, and it costs you money. And if you don't have some other way to put the money into it to keep it going, again, it is a bad return on investment. The ROI is not there. So you don't do it. You stop. Be like going to a job where the wage pays one half of it cost what it takes to get there, to do the job. You wouldn't stay doing it for long. No, you have a job probably because you want to, pay the bills, be able to buy some things like, rent, a house, a car, lunch, dinner, things like that. You go out and do it. But when things you do don't give you a return on investment in all different areas of your world, you pretty much get to the point where you want to stop. In the past few years, I've kind of gotten that way. I really don't want to keep doing it. So I'm looking at like, do I do hey, on my way out tour or what? I don't know. The truth is I sat in my mentor of the past 10, 11 years. I sat in his living room a year and 2 months ago, to be exact. And in his living room basically said, that's it, I'm done. I don't want to do this anymore. To which I got a lot of people who said, Tim, you know what I mean? Yeah, but you're really good at it. Yeah, but Tim, you know what I mean? No, you've got a lot more to offer. And it was that point in time, the day I said that I realized that the return on investment was no longer rewarding for the investment. There wasn't a return in the ways that I needed it to return to keep on doing it. So I decided, to slowly but surely look at other ways of what I want to do with my life and business. In March of this year, I started another company to build for my kids. I wanted to build one last company, something to hand off to my kids and go, here, you can take this, you can sell this, you can do what you want with it, you can run it, all right, give it to my grandkids, whatever you want. And I found something that I'd been missing for the past 10 years. Solving a problem, creating a product that is a sellable business, all right, and having fun doing it. I love that about my life. That has been the entrepreneur about me that I'm going out and I love to do. The other thing that I've learned to do is basically I go out and do the real estate. I can buy a house, I can fix it up, I can rent it out. All right. And I love the product, I love the process, and I love getting it done. The coaching industry and the speaking industry has become so dull to me. And it's not that, like, it's not that I can't come up with ideas to help people. It's not that I don't enjoy sharing time and being around tables and coaching people and mentoring them. I've grown weary of the industry because I see too many coaches out there who are just selling a product anymore. And the entire conversation bit has become around the back table, at that green room, about how much money you're making. Well, I spoke in front of this audience, man, and I sold 72 units and I made $15 million and whatever the numbers are. And we missed talking about the lives that got changed. We missed talking about the actions that were taken that changed our lives as well as those people we help's lives. When I noticed too many coaches, all right, we're looking for the next things to sell, whether they've helped the client or not. They're looking for the next thing to sell the same client. And on the flip of it, all right, I've gotten more and more people who were coming to me, all right, because they were broke. They were basically sold into something that had no value into what they needed. They were sent a direction that did not give them the direction they wanted to go. And no, again, they went the direction that the coach wanted them to go. And usually it was to bringing money into the coach's pocket. No, I'm not saying coaches, you know what I mean? They're bad. They're all bad out there. No, there's a lot of good coaches out there. I've worked with quite a few of them that are good ones. But I've also had to help a lot of people who got screwed by the bad ones. And I've had to do it for next to nothing because they had no money left. And I had to do something to help them get up off their spot in life and create something, or they were going to have to get a job again. And I know by looking at their eyes, like me, they couldn't stand to get a job. And they would rather live in a tent, work 90 million hours a week to make minimum wage than to get a job. So I jumped in and helped them at a reduced rate. Not that my value isn't there. No. The value to the entrepreneur community was what mattered to me. And I'd rather see somebody pick up themselves and become a great entrepreneur than to fail because they did nothing but get sold into something that didn't get serve their needs or purpose. I've started creating a program that literally I'm going to do one last thing of programs that I'm going to run out through, and I'm going to basically do this whole mass thing of giving away most of the stuff that I've had over the years and going back into the ideas of creating, because I love creating things for people. And I wrote this program out as I remember it was 2016 or maybe it's 2017. I was sitting in a hotel room in Las Vegas, Nevada. I just got done with a one-day mastermind with a guy named James Malinchak, another great coach, by the way. All right, James Malinchak. And I'm sitting in my hotel room, and this idea just popped in my head, and I sat down with a tablet of paper like this, a pen like this, and I wrote out the outline for the program that basically, I don't know whether I'm going to give it away, sell it, or what I'm going to do with it. But it's basically called, You Don't Need a Life Coach, How to Fix Your Own Damn Life in 90 Days. And it is going to be a 90-day program where basically you take it one step at a time. Because I realized a lot of things about my life in the 90-day cycle. Many, many times I've recreated or created something in 90 days. I've helped a lot of clients recreate themselves in 90 days and turn their business around. And that brought a lot of joy to me. So I decided to create a program to be able to do that for people. Not because I want to sell programs. No, I'm done selling programs. I'm in the business now of building websites for people. Building a company that builds websites for people. Because there are three fundamental things that I believed in over the years that I've done from the beginning, which turned me into a blogging coach, then turned me into a video coach, and then and did that. And the three things I see that I really needed to help people in, and I decided to do it. Number one, you got to have a website. This idea that I can do it on social media is no longer a valid argument. That argument ended in 2020, all right, when they kicked the sitting president of the United States off social media. If you don't have a website, all right, and whether you like that guy or not, don't give a damn. Whether you like the guy or not, he was the sitting president of the United States and got kicked off social media. If they can do it to him, they can do it to you. So if you think you can build your business on whatever social app you're using right now, and that's all you need, you are setting yourself up for failure. That's number one. Number two, you've got to build a list. You've got to build a list. I've said this since day one. I've been building a list since 2013. After 3 years of trying to do it the way that everyone thinks we can do this without a list, I started to build a list. And it was with that list that I built, went on to build several different things. A list is what you need, ladies and gentlemen. You need to know who on that list needs the products or service you offer, and who on that list and what they're needing or what they have or what they want, and then you go find it for them. That's what it is, a list. So number one, you need a website. Number two, you need a list. Number three, you need to create content. You need to create content. And I'm talking deep, meaningful, purpose-driven content. That content has to lead to getting people on your list, getting people on to your website. All right? Keeping people on your website. If that content is nothing more than, hey, let me show you my newest dance on TikTok, all right? It ain't leading you anywhere. And you may be viral for a moment, but without the list, without the website, and you're only viral on TikTok, Snapchat, Instagram, doohickey, weekday, monger, ding ding, or whatever site you're watching me on right now, all right? You will soon be past. If you just win whatever viral moment you get, that's all you'll have is that one viral moment. If you don't have a website, try a place you can send them, and you don't have a list, you won't go anywhere. So create content with meaning. Get people to come to your website and build a list. That's Tim Gillette, Simple Easy Podcast, episode number 75. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for me to check out. Bye.